Hey everybody, Sarah here. So today I'm going to be going over more of a history about Sarah's Snake Shop, and I'm going to start with going over all of the clutches that I had. Now, I don't know if you'll remember, it was very brief in one of the older videos that I was looking for people to submit photos to me of clutches that they had, where I would look at each of the clutches and explain why I would or would not keep a certain snake, or if I thought a certain snake would maybe go well in a certain type of project. And I thought I might as well go ahead and go through my own clutches and tell you guys not only the history of the clutches, but also why I decided to keep certain ones from those clutches. So I hope that you enjoy. Before we get started, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Also, thank you to all the members on this channel for making everything possible. If you would like to become a member, you can click join under any video to do that. And for as little as $1 a month, you could help us very, very much keep this channel going. If you would like to see what I have available, please check my Morph Market. I will link it down below. Also, a quick thank you to Reptilinks for helping to support this channel. If you use my code SarahSnake27 at checkout at Reptilinks.com, you will get a discount on some awesome food for your snakes, and it also helps us in the process. Okay, so we are going to go through, we are in 2011. That was when I hatched my very first clutch, and 2011 clutch number 1 is the first clutch. So let's see if we can go through the photos really quick. So this was the only photo I think that I took of the mom when she was when she had her eggs. This is after hatching, of course. So we were obviously able to get normals, aneries, and amels out of this clutch. We also got some snows out of this clutch. Close up of one of the aneries. I actually do have a photo of him when he's older. I don't know if that's going to be in here or not, but if it is, I will let you know. So we're just going through. These are just photos that I took when I was young. So I mean young, yeah, like when I first started breeding. These were all taken on like a little tiny flip phone, so they're not the best. But yeah, we're just going through. There's a better picture of the mom. That's actually, I don't know what the other little one was, why it was so small, but there's her, there's the eggs, there's me candling eggs, and some hatching happening. The very first one that ever hatched was an anery. And I actually kept the eggshell. It's buried somewhere, and I'm not going to go find it now. So there's the hatchies. There's that little anery. One of the snows, I can't tell if this is the snow that I kept just by looking at this photo, but I did keep one of the snows. And he was the sire of like my whole Halo line. That's it for what I have in my Dropbox. Okay, so we're here on my Facebook. I went to the Sarah's Snake Shop Facebook, and to photos, and now to albums, and I'm gonna scroll all the way down because it's the oldest, one of the oldest albums. Number 1, there's number 2, here we go, here's number 1. Okay, so here's a couple of photos that we did not have in the Dropbox. Here is one of the snows hatching. And there's one of them. There were 2 snows in the clutch. I named them Prince and Popper. I believe this was Prince eating in a tiny deli container. And this one might have been Popper. Popper was not a nice snake. He was very rude. Oh yeah, this one says keep C Prince. So maybe it was the other one. Maybe it was this one who was the rude one. I'm not sure. There's the parents. So the mom is the Caramel Motley. And the dad is this really nice amel. Clutch number 1. If I was going to look back and keep any of these, I don't know. The snows were nice. I did eventually see the other snow, Popper, again when he was like 2 years old. Didn't get a photo of him, but he did not have the yellow that Prince has. And you haven't seen a picture of that yet. I will show you a picture of that here in a minute. I think if I were to hatch this exact same clutch again, I might try to keep more females from this clutch specifically, from the Caramel Motley to Amel. I would probably keep almost all of the amels, I would say. Maybe not almost all the amels, but I'd probably keep at least one nice amel from this clutch. and also maybe even keep the other male Snow just for like genetics purposes, but not so much because any of them stand out to me specifically. Future Sarah in editing here, I wanted to mention, looking back now, I would actually be keeping more of the aneries from this clutch and not the amels. I think that I said amels and I meant aneries, but I would definitely keep the aneries because these aneries are going to carry amel, Caramel, and Motley, and the other, like the amels and the normals that are not anerythristic types, they only have a possibility, a 66% chance of carrying anery, and so I think that the wisest ones to keep from this clutch now would be the aneries. Now, for those of you who wanted to see what Prince ultimately looked like, this is what Prince looks like, or did look like. He did unfortunately pass away. He had bone tumors, and there was really nothing that we could do. He had like a bone cancer that was causing tumors. However, this is one of the better photos of him as an adult, and he is the one who sired the rest of the halos from then on. So pretty much every halo that I have all stemmed from this guy. But we're going to go and look at the other clutch. 2011 clutch number 2. Let's have a look. So there's the mom there. That must have been one of the babies that hatched of hers. She was also a het for Snow, and the male was an amel het for Anery. And so there's some of those babies. This was one of the babies that I held back. He looked almost exactly like the dad. And I held him back because he just is so brightly colored. I did end up selling him to a friend of mine. And then that friend bred him for a couple of seasons. And then I got him back. I don't think that I bred him, though. I think I ended up reselling him. So that's apparently all the photos that I have in here of that clutch. And I'll go ahead and open the second one. I did not hatch any other... I might have hatched one other Snow. I can't remember. I don't think I did. I don't think I hatched any other Snows. Here's some of the snakes from this clutch grown up. So this is clutch number 2. This was the male that I held back that I had sold to a friend and then gotten back. And you can see he's kind of bright like the dad. But the dad did not have quite as thick of borders as him. So he was one we wanted to hold back for a reverse Okatee project. It just didn't really work out, unfortunately. It just didn't. And here's that anery that I was talking about. So that, I believe, is the same snake as... Let's see if I can find a baby. Maybe that's him? That might be him. I can't remember. And there's a normal that had come out of that clutch also. So... she was a holdback. She ended up breeding once and not being het anery for sure. And I didn't I didn't keep her, so I do not have her right now. I actually do not have any of these babies from this clutch anymore. But looking back, if I were to go back and keep any of these today, I still don't think that I would keep any from this clutch except for maybe this guy. Like, I think that if I could go back and keep this guy, I probably would, because he just has such bright, beautiful colors, and those borders are just thick enough that he really is a really nice reverse Okatee. But I don't think that I would keep any of the others in this clutch just based off of what I remember and the photos that I have. These were ones that I had also sold and had gotten back, sold to a different person and had gotten back. And I just, of course, snagged a few photos of them while having them, but I didn't keep them. I'm going to be doing a whole series of these where I go over all of my clutches for every year. I will probably do each year in a video, and then I might just kind of make this an annual video where I go over everything that I held back every single year. I would still love submissions from any of you guys if you are hatching your own clutches, or if you have a few different snakes and you're not really sure which one to pair to which one, and you are wanting me to make a video on it. I would be super happy to do that. My email address is down below. Please contact me there. I got my Facebook, Sarah Snake Shop, and please like that as well. If you want to see any of these photos, all this stuff, all this information is going to be on that Facebook, but I also wanted to just go over it in video form with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in a new video soon.